Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Davin James. Glad to be here with all of you guys here today. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. Now, if you're new to my channel, please remember to like, subscribe and comment. It helps a bunch, shows your support, and it helped me along the way into my YouTube journey. But with that being said, let's get on with today's episode, shall we? I'm very interested in knowing other people's opinions on this topic, especially if you're a regular cinema goer or you're like a casual cinema goer. I'm very interested to know your opinions on intermissions when it comes to long length movies like Martin Scorsese's new film, which is 3.5 hours long. Fans have praised cinemas for an intermission for Martin Scorsese's latest film, Killers of the Flower Moon. Some theatres have included a 6 to 15 minute break around the 2-hour mark of the critically acclaimed flick, which has a runtime of 3 hours and 26 minutes, which is apparently even longer than James Cameron's Titanic movie. But there we are. One staff member who worked at a Colorado theatre said moviegoers have praised the intermission. Everybody was really into it because it's a longer movie, and they're like, I wish we would have had it for Oppenheimer, the staff member told the Hollywood Reporter. Now, I have not seen Martin Scorsese's latest film, so I can't give an opinion on the runtime. I have seen Oppenheimer, so I can't give an opinion on that. I didn't feel Oppenheimer really dragged that much, because I felt the story was really engaging. I was really fascinated over the character of Oppenheimer, who he was and what he was about, having known nothing about him prior to the movie. Some parts of the movie did slow down a lot, which, you know, for a long movie you kind of expect it to. But I don't regret watching it, and I don't regret the runtime either, because usually if I see a movie in the cinema and it's like a 3 hour and however long runtime, I'm like, oh god, I'm going to hate this. Like, my back afterwards is going to be killing me. I'm going to be really tired. I'm probably going to be a little bit grumpy too because I'm tired. But for this movie, I loved every single minute of it. I can't obviously speak the same way for Killers of the Flower Moon because I have not seen that film yet. But I feel like when it comes to some movies, if you're really into it, like the story and the characters and whatnot, you don't really feel the runtime as much. Or maybe you do, I don't know. It's a different opinion for everybody who watches movies in the cinema, so it is what it is, I suppose. But the staff member continues to say people could come out, order another drink, stretch their legs, go to the bathroom and not miss anything. They added that audiences were big fans of the cinema hitting pause on the film. Now, I agree with this situation here, like this intermission. Like, yes, you can go out and get another drink, you can stretch your legs, you can go to the bathroom, and then you just come right back to the movie because you don't miss anything because the film's on pause, which is a brilliant idea. But at the same time, it kind of takes you out of it. It kind of ruins the experience of the movie a little bit. I know some people disagree on that, which is perfectly fine. Everyone has their own opinion. But this is why I like to get people's opinions on this, because it's such an interesting debate. Healthy debate, don't get me wrong, healthy debate, but it's interesting nonetheless on how some people feel about this. However, representatives from the film's distributors, Apple Films and Panama Pictures have now informed the theatres that the intermission violates the licensing agreement and have instructed establishments to show the film and how it was intended. Thelma Shoemaker, I don't know how you pronounce the last name, so I do apologise, the film's editor and longtime collaborator with Scorsese, told The Standard, I understand that somebody's running it with an intermission which is not right. That's a violation, so I had to find out about it. While Scorsese did not directly address the violation, he defended the film's running time to Hindustan Times. He defended the runtime in general, we'll just leave it at that. People say it's 3 hours, but come on, you could sit in front of the TV and watch something for 5 hours. Although, you can do that, but you can do it at your own sort of pacing as well. You can hit pause at any certain time, go to the bathroom, make a cup of tea, go outside, have a cigarette, whatever it may be. You could do those sort of things that you like to do, sort of thing, when you're watching a movie on TV, because you're in the comfort of your own home. So those are the sort of the advantages of watching a movie from home or watching TV from home compared to watching something on a big screen in a cinema. So that's my opinion on it, but I'm not going to disagree with him on that in a sense. Also, there are many people who watch theatre for 3.5 hours. There are real actors on stage. You can't get up and walk around. You give it that respect. Give cinema some respect, he told the outlet. Variety reported that Sean Robbins, chief analyst at Box Office Pro, echoed Scorsese's stance. If Scorsese didn't intend for there to be an intermission, I think that should be at least the primary way people can see it, he said. That being said, it was a long movie, and I think if there is long enough demand out there, especially if it means a difference in helping someone make the decision to go and buy a ticket, rather than not go see the movie, then maybe there's an economical and practical argument for at least a limited option. Martin Scorsese is an interesting fella when it comes to the cinema and movie making. He's very old school and he's very passionate, which I respect. I love that about him. I like a lot of his films too. I like Goodfellas, I like Taxi Driver, I like Raging Bull. I think he directed Raging Bull anyway. Casino with Robert De Niro. Again, I think he directed that, I'm not too sure. But I like a lot of his films. Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio, who he's reunited with this movie, as well as Robert De Niro again. But anyway, I'm a big fan of his work. I think he's a brilliant filmmaker, and he's a very passionate filmmaker, which I love to see in terms of people's quality of work. But sometimes I do feel like he can come across a little bit grumpy, especially when it comes to comic book movies. If you've ever seen anything he's mentioned when it comes to comic book movies, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then go have a look. It's not the easiest to listen to, not listen to, but to read, because he's so critical and so grumpy. Like, oh well, comic book movies are ruining cinema. People only want to go see comic book movies these days. But for the most part, if you've watched some of the recent, or if you know of the recent comic book movies, for the most part, some of these movies have not been doing well at the box office at all, whether it be Marvel or DC. So right now, comic book movies are in an interesting placement in terms of where they stand in the cinema, with the legacy of cinema. And yeah, these movies for the most part did help put butts in seats. They did help people, save their jobs and whatnot, because people went out and support these movies. And I don't have any regrets for them doing that, because I don't have any regrets going to see these movies. And I respect the fact that these movies were able to put butts in seats, because that's what we want. Yes, okay, I would rather other people go see other things as well, but at the same time, we can't control that. We can't control people's taste. People like what they like, and that's it. You can't do much about that. But again, I do sort of agree with the Box Office Pro person, where he's like, look, if Martin Scorsese did not intend to have an intermission, then the film should not have an intermission. However, if it helps people and it helps put more butts in seats, then maybe we could sort of put that as a option, like a limited option, but an option nonetheless. But again, I know some people are hit and miss on the idea of intermission. I think it's a fascinating topic to talk about. It gets people really passionate. It shows they're really passionate about movies. And also some people are like, I don't care. I just don't care. If I want to go see the movie, I'll go see it. If it's 3 hours long, then, that's up to me. I chose to go see this movie, knowing the runtime. So, no matter what, if I don't like the movie, I don't like it. If I do like it, then brilliant. It is what it is. No one makes my choices for me. I go out and do my own thing, and that's all that needs to be said in some ways. But again, I'm very curious to know what you guys think of this. Are you a fan of the idea of an intermission with cinemas during long period of movies or long length movies? Do you wish? Actually, did you see Killers of the Flower Moon? What's your opinion on it? I've not had a chance to see it yet, So I'm very interested in watching it once it becomes available on digital. Yes, I should probably go out and see cinema. Sorry, Martin Scorsese. I should have gone and see it in cinema. But during the time of its release, I wasn't feeling great mentally. I had a lot of crap going on, so I didn't really go and see it. But nonetheless, what's your opinions on the movie? What's your opinion on Intermission? Do you like the idea? Do you not like the idea? What are the pros and cons in your opinion? And with that being said, thank you all for listening to this episode. Till next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.